trail of a shooting star, a dance in the wake of holy sparks, a tiny tear in the fabric of the night, and the wax and the candle and the oil and the flame and the faces of the moon watch her wax and wait. She pulls the night into the dawn with a little bit of light, little bit of light in the nighttime sky, little light to purify, little light in the soul, to bring us peace, to bring us hope, to bring us home.
I'm stealing this chair. If you say no, I. Yeah, that's okay.
You can let it shine in a million places. If you don't let it fill up the empty space, it will only serve to obstruct our sight. For justice's vision that is unobscured, and the triumphs over struggles that we've endured have only occurred because the brave have led the way with a little bit of light, little bit of light in the nighttime sky, little bit of light, purify, little bit of light, feed the soul, to bring us peace, to bring us hope, to bring us home. All the other ones was peace upon the earth, and the time was right to celebrate our rebirth with a little bit of light in the nighttime sky, little bit of light, purify, little bit of light, feed the soul, to bring us peace, to bring us hope, to bring us home.
We are so blessed to have Noah Budin with us. So this, we can do one clap. If you see me here, this cantor gets to sit over there a little bit, and she's much better at clapping than I am. So if you see me here struggling, I'm going to look at Linda. If you see she's glowing, because she just had a wedding. Her daughter got married last week.
Mazel tov.
So before I bring up Bruce, let's just take a nice deep breath of Shabbat air. Wonderful this together. We're going to breathe in everything from this past week that we want to hold on to, and we can breathe out everything we want to let go. Ready? I know what I'm breathing in. Just all of you here together for our 10th anniversary. How wonderful. So let me invite over Bruce to officially welcome you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Welcome to week 1 of year 11 and the beginning of our official anniversary weekend celebration. We're going to have a picture taken after the services. We've got a drone coming, so we'll get a nice group picture tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow night is the big shebang, the 10th anniversary party to end all parties. One quick note about the drone picture. We're going to have an ice cream sundae bar. So let's take the picture before we're all messy with the ice cream. Let's do that. Anyway, it is so wonderful to have Noah Budin with us tonight.
This should be the shebang. We should be calling this Shabbat shebang.
The Shabbat shebang. I love it. During COVID, of course, we were struggling to have Noah with us in person, so he joined us virtually. And this is one of the highlights of the summer, to have him here. And it's really a treat to have him make that trek down I-90.
Oh, it's easy. It's one of the highlights of my summer to come to Buffalo every year.
We really appreciate it. So this is going to be a wonderful musical service. Look, the cantor gets a little bit of a break tonight. She's over there in the audience. She's going to just enjoy it. And it's going to be a wonderful service. So please enjoy yourselves. I'll be back with the announcements later. We have lots of stuff coming up, not just the big party tomorrow night, lots of other good stuff too. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you again, Noah, for being here, and welcome everyone. And again, happy anniversary to us. Shabbat Shabbat.
It's gonna be my new thing. I believe that dreams get shattered and hopes are scattered like stars in the night. I believe that times are troubled and we all stumble to find the light. I believe that promises spoken are often broken by those who seem wise. I believe when we let our fear go, love will follow and we will rise. I believe that rage can break you and it can take you by surprise. And I believe that thirst can blind you and greed will find you despite your disguise. I believe that lies can fold you and they can hold you until your dream dies. And I believe when we let our anger go, love will follow and we will rise. I believe that walls divide us and fools will guide us if we just stand by. I believe that roads connect us, should not direct us to our separate lives. I believe that bridges have crumbled, and I stand humbled as I sing this reprise. I believe when we let our hate go, love will follow and we will rise. I believe when we let our anger go, love will follow and we will rise. I believe when we let our fear go, love will follow and we will rise.
What a wonderful message. Is that one of your newer songs?
That is a, yes, it's a new song, newish song.
Is it Jewish too?
Newish.
It seems perfect for this moment, so thank you. So we're ready to light our candles, and we have the Herzbrunts. They chose to be in the front row so they could flick the candles. If you want to come do this, it's real easy. Candle lighting is on page 120 if you want to follow along. Perfect. They're so lucky to have their grandchildren all the way in from Syracuse. We have Cleveland, Syracuse, both about the same distance away. So we're going to light our candles on 120. And we bring in the lights to our hearts. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kibshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadliker shel Shabbat. May the lights of our candles light our way this Shabbat. I'm going to bring Cantor over for this to lead us in the Kiddush on page 128. And Noah and Cantor, they met at a cantorial program over in Cleveland maybe 5-6 years ago.
It was the Women's Cantor Conference, and I was not one of the cantors. I was a special guest. Well, it's 2022.
So I'll give 123 is the
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei bariah ha'gafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'rasavanu b'shabbat kosho.
One of these days, I think we're ready to put the wine
Yeah.
in the glass. I mean,
It takes coordination.
I think you're ready to put the wine.
Have you tasted our wine?
Very good.
We're going to welcome in Shabbat officially with L'Chadodi on page 138 and 139, 138 and 139. We'll sing the first verse and the last verse. On the last verse we rise and we face out here this beautiful field, imagining Shabbat arriving in our room. And then we bow to Shabbat, we welcome Shabbat in by greeting one another with a wonderful lady.
Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Shemor v'zachor b'divurecha, Ishmianu el ha'amilcha, Adonai echad u'shemoecha, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la la la, Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Lecha dodi, lekrat lekrat kala, penei penei Shabbat me'avala. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, גם בשמחה ובצורה, תוך אמוני עם סגור,
We used to kiss everybody.
We remain standing, but we turn back towards Noah over here for the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, page 146. On page 148 with a prayer, Ma'ariv Aravim, prayer for the evening, and Noah is going to lead us in an interpretive version.
Very interpretive. You know what to do, right? Echo me?
Yep.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the vision.
Freedom fight.
Of the freedom fight.
Well, Moses led the children through the wilderness. For 40 years they were put to the test. He never lost the vision, walking hand in hand. They walked right into the promised land. Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
And late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the
Of
vision.
the freedom fight.
Of the freedom fight.
Samson didn't have much of a wedding night. They took his hair, they took his sight, but he never lost the vision. He was freedom bound. He heard the walls of injustice come tumbling down. Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
And late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the vision.
Of the freedom fight.
Of the freedom fight.
Well, 6 million lost, 6 million gone. 6 million never gonna sing this song. But when the faith is kept, the courage is met by the words of survivors. We will never forget that early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
And late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the vision.
Of the freedom fight.
Of the freedom fight.
Well, Martin Luther King, I heard the freedom bell. He went marching arm in arm down the streets of hell. Kept his eyes on the prize for all people to be free. That day will come when we all have a dream. And early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
And late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the vision.
Of the freedom fight.
Of the freedom fight.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
And late at night.
And late at night.
You gotta hold on to the vision.
Hold on to the vision.
Of the freedom fight.
That is a real prayer for evening, I'll tell you. A true Ma'ariv Aravim. We're going to continue with the Shema 152, 153. Over here for the Yahafta on page 153. Oh, Noah's doing it. Oh, Adam, oh wonderful. Adam, who is our sound technician. And also a former bar mitzvah here at Church of Well.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ילדיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
If you didn't know, Adam is also in music school right now. He's a little bit of a ringer.
Tell you what, I'll go back there now.
His instrument is piano, though.
Well, somebody go get a piano.
So, Noah, I don't know if you realize this, but right in front of you, we have our oldest member, Ruth Lansing, and she, right here in her beautiful green shirt with the butterflies.
We're talking about you.
She is one of the last survivors of Kristallnacht. She was there and was about 18 years old at the time. I think was 20 years old. And she also is one of the only remaining people who started our congregation.
She's like 100.
Back to one of the predecessor.
It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to meet you.
Thank you. So your words really meant a lot. I'm not sure how much Ruth heard, but. We're going to be moving towards the Amidah, that prayer where we talk to God. And we have, Noah has a wonderful song called Haruach, which is another name for God.
It's been a while since I played always like to think I know this by heart, but we'll see what happens. I have brought the words up on my phone, but I don't know if I can manipulate them. We'll see what happens. The word ruach means spirit. The word ruach also means as in the breath of God. We are moving with ruach like a whisper through the trees. We are bowing at the waist. We are bending at the knees. We will close our eyes in reverence as our prayers are lifted high. We are moving with ruach. We will fly. We are soaring with the ruach, sheltered by the eagle's wings. We are a Spartan Sinai. We are feasting with the kings. We will walk into the sea, a leap of faith. We take a chance. We are soaring with the ruach. We will dance. We are dancing with the ruach by the water through the night, like Miriam with her timbrels, like the joy of morning light. Like David at the ark, like the ecclesiastic words, we are dancing with the ruach. We will be heard. To everything there is a season, a time to mourn, a time to pray. And I don't even know the reason, but it moves through me every day. We are singing with ruach, lift our voice to the clouds. We will sing a joyful song, sing it strong and sing it loud. From the garden to the mountain, ancient melodies we share. We are singing with the ruach. We are there. We are there. That's your part. We are there. You just keep doing that.
We are there. 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 We are there.
I invite you to rise for our silent meditation. It begins on page 164 through 180. Feel free to pray from your heart or the words on the page, and whenever you're ready, you may be seated.
rock and my redeemer.
He knew the right song.
Beautiful. We're going to take an opportunity now to turn our attention to those in need of healing. What we'll do is we'll go around the room, and if you have people in mind, just raise your hand, and we'll either share their names out loud or in your heart. I'm thinking of Sid Weiss, Elaine Weinstein.
Bill Scrutney.
Patricia Newton and Judy Prasazzi.
Roberta Friedman, Michael Bernstein, Tracy Guest,
Jane Freer.
Marcia Rosenthal.
Ed over there.
all the people wounded in the hospital from the Highland Park massacre.
Yeah, a couple of people have
Yes.
mentioned, all the people in Highland Park, the
Yes.
25 or more that were remembered.
Ann Oppenheim, Roger Marchioni, and Lisa Fingerkin. Joanna Hall, Isla Bailey, Jesse.
Henry Ben Ruth and Izzy Melech, Ben Esther.
We'll bring all those names into our hearts. I think we have a special Misha Vera.
Beating like the wings of the raven flying empty, a heart will sing the only song it knows. Breathing in your breath of life, the dove will circle gently, leading to the healing path she chose. And I will reach out to you, help me find my own song, source of strength, Misha Beira. Avotenu ve'imotenu, sing to me from where you are. Imotenu ve'avotenu, hold me in your loving arms. Misha Beira, be a blessing. Amen. Sailing on the water was a way to make us stronger, testing our resilience every day. Walking on the burning sands, the endless days seemed longer than our strength to let you guide us on our way. And I will reach out to you, help me find my own song, source of strength, Misha Beira. Avotenu ve'imotenu, sing to me from where you are. Imotenu ve'avotenu, hold me in your loving arms. Misha Beira, be a blessing. Amen.
May all of our prayers go to where they're needed, both in our own hearts and to those that we love in the world, and to those we don't know but need our need our prayers so much, like in Highland Park. That's all we can do sometimes is pray. So many years ago, I was working in a congregation in New Jersey. And it was a small congregation in a small building. And I noticed as people were walking down the aisle to come up to the bima, they would bow in the middle. It was kind of funny. Why did they need to bow in the middle? So after the service was over, I went and started asking around, and they pointed me to the oldest person in the congregation, like the Ruth. The person thought about it. They said, well, way back when we were first established in the early part of the century, there was this huge chandelier that was in the middle of the congregation. So when people had to go through, they had to bow. And we still do it.
Aww.
This is actually, didn't happen to me, but this is actually one of the versions of, it's a communal joke. And it actually, I heard it told about a chicken in a pot in a family and how they always sliced it in half. So it can be told in various ways, but in our families and communities, we have lots of kind of unwritten rules that we don't often understand. There actually is a word for them, and that's this week's Torah portion, which is hukat. A chok, sometimes it's called an observance, or it's a law that has no reason. Just like bowing, when you come in the middle, because there used to be a chandelier, there used to be a reason, now there's not a reason. But we have lots and lots of rules in our society and community. July 4th is a good example. Do we have to have fireworks? No, but if we didn't have fireworks as a community, it would be kind of strange. It would break that unwritten rule that we have amongst one another if you suddenly celebrated July 4th in a different way. So when I first came to Buffalo to serve at Temple Sinai 14 years ago, I noticed there were a lot of these unwritten rules. So when you come to a new community, there are a ton of them. And I remember asking Adrian, I think, well, can you give me a rule book? She thought about it. No, such a thing doesn't exist, because it doesn't exist, as I've learned it, in any community. Starting up our new community, Shir Shalom, we didn't have any rules. We could kind of start over. Well, we had two sets of rules. And part of it we had to get through that as we tried to figure out. But I knew we were finally Congregation Shir Shalom. It wasn't in the first year. I think it was in the third year, when we started changing things around about standing or sitting during the Amidah, that standing prayer. And suddenly someone came up to me and they said, Rabbi, we always stand during that prayer. And then someone else came up to me and says, Rabbi, we always sit during the prayer. This is a true story. Is that not a joke? And I said, aha, we have unwritten rules. That means that we are a community. And over time, we built them. One of them is here during the summer. We're going to be under the tent whenever possible. We have certain ways that we, like I said, about standing and sitting during the Amidah or during different parts of the service. Those aren't written in the prayer book. We won't find those there. Those are kind of cultural norms based on our own particular synagogue, and different synagogues here locally and around the world, they're going to be different. I'm sure Noah coming here, you notice there's some differences than probably the community that you're used to, right? Sometimes it's hard to figure them out, but when you go to a large conference like the one you met Cantor, you're going to see lots of different types of rules that come in. And we're blessed. Noah, you are part of our unwritten rules. We have to have Noah boot every summer. That's part of the group.
Happy to be an unwritten rule.
So as we go through our journey now, as what did Bruce say? This is our 10th year in 1 week. As we go through our next decade, I hope that both we have these pukim, these unwritten rules, but we're also willing to break them. Sometimes it's okay. We can change things up one at a time. And that's when we really know that we can trust one another. Because as much as it is nice to continue to bow for chandeliers that don't exist in buildings that are gone, I don't think we always have to do that. Sometimes we can find new rules and sometimes we can put to bed some other ones. So may we continue to do this, and I hope, Noah, that you will agree to be one of our food team going forward, not necessarily on the same weekend every year, but I hope as many years as we can have you here. So welcome, and we'll continue our journey together. I know you have a wonderful song, but I don't know what it is, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, the good news is I do know what it is. You know, that true story you told, actually, I'm sure it is a true story, but there is a story like that with a punchline. And the punchline is that this is happening in you could tell it with the Shema or with the, the Anita, whatever, standing and sitting. Half the congregation stands, half the congregation sits, and then everybody starts to argue. And the rabbi finally says, I got to find out what the real tradition is here. And he finds the oldest person in the synagogue again, right? You know this one.
Yeah, I know this one.
Goes to the nursing home or wherever and finds, listen, I've come in, I don't know what to do. He says, we don't know what to do about the Shema. The congregant says, what's happening now? So we just want to know what the tradition is. What's happening now? He says, well, half the congregation stands, half the congregation sits, and then everybody argues. He says, that's the tradition. Well, anyway, I'll offer you this in the spot here that's called the anthem, I guess. This song of mine, this also newish song. I do have I'm not here tonight to sell CDs. First of all, it's Shabbat, so I'm not going to sell CDs. And I probably didn't even bring any with me. That's how good a businessman I am. And but I do have a new recording coming out any minute now, really. As soon as we finish the artwork for it. It's so long, but it's 16 tracks, but this is one of them. This is actually track number 16. There's a part I'll teach you when we get there. If we stand side by side, we can build a wall of love to stem the tide. And if we stand face to face, we can see the eyes of God in this place. If in our arms we would hold another's child and give them shelter from the cold, then our arms could spread out wide like wings of hope against a hard and tired sky. I am you, you are me, we are right where we belong. I am you, you are me, we are strong. If you bear a broken soul, give me the pieces, I will try to make them whole. But if I fail to soothe and amend, we are all both whole and broken in the end. If you doubt that you are aware, your voice will ring with truth, just know I too am there. And if we doubt that we are heard, silent deeds are louder than our shouted words. I am you, you are me. We are right where we belong. I am you, I am you, you are me. You are me, we are strong, we are strong. I am you, I am you, you are me. You are me, we are right. We are right where we belong. I am you, I am you. You are me, we are strong. Somos el pueblo unido. Somos el pueblo unido. Somos el pueblo unido. I am you, you are me. We are right where we belong. I am you, I am you. You are me. We are strong. Let him hear you. Let him hear you in Highland Park. I am you. You are me. We are right where we belong. Let him hear you in Buffalo. I am you. You are me. We are strong. I am you. You are me. We are strong.
I invite you, if you're able, to rise for the oven. And we are on page 586. Invite you to page 586. Page 591. You may be seated. We're going to turn to the Mourner's Kaddish. In your leaflet, there's our list, and we'll read the names. First, people that passed recently that we're thinking about: Clayton Adams, Mark Gugino, Deidre Prester, Annette Stein, and Gloria Bergla. We're also remembering the 7 individuals who died in Highland Park as well. Yards passed. We remember Harry Heshi Balsa, Morris Bardak, Phyllis Cohen Blakefield, James Bonus, Stephen Fuji, Ann Eunice, Barbara S. Berwick, Stanley Corus, Ida Epstein, Mary Elkin, Leon Farhi, Lena Fried, Cecilia Friedman, Harry Friedman, Robert Friedman, Florence Galinsky, Charles Giller, Yael Goldstein, Lottie Grossberg, Helen Hirsch, Henry Hubush, Jean Hubush, Sanford L. Horwitz, Bertha Krupnick, Dorothy Dodd Landers, Mildred Nathan, Sam Paris, Reva Posner, Ruth Ann G. Rakin, Ruth Schack, Rudolph Schiller, Margaret M. Schwartz, Sina Schweitzer, Harry Seitz, Arkady Sharagotsky, Eva E. Silverman, Isidore Silverman, Benjamin Wallins, Elaine Weiner, Tyler Joseph White, Dorothy Wisniewski, Sybil Yaloff, Estelle L. M. Yud, and Roberta Sarafta Yud. Do you have other names you'd like to offer?
Died June 23rd.
Reva Bell Kramer from Niagara Falls.
Lillian Gabelnick.
Your sites are once a year.
Dr. I'm glad you mentioned it. Dr. Jonathan Daniels was a terrible house fire. He was one of the only black doctors in our area, pediatricians, and it's a big tragedy. We'll bring all those names into our hearts. Those of you whose custom it is to rise. I think we'll do the song right after. The page is 598. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabba, Yalma, Yirah, Yirutei, Yamlik, Makutei, V'chayayom, Yimekon, V'chayed, V'chayed Yisrael, V'agalal, Yisman, Karib, Yimru, Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba, Yirah, Yolam, Yamemaya, Yivarach, Yishabach, Yitrahar, Yitrohan, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalah, Shmei Kusha, Riku, Leilam, Yikol, Yerkata, Shishata, Yishakata, Nanamata, Naniman, Yomah, Yimru, Amen. Yehi Shlamara, Amin, Shemaya, Hayim, Alim, Yokol, Yisrael, Yimru, Amen. O say Shalom, Yirama, Huya, say Shalom, Aleinu, Yokol, Yisrael, Yokol, Yisrael, Amen. The one who creates harmony and high, bring peace to us, all Israel, to all the world.
Amen.
You may be seated.
Almost over it. Get a picture steak and have ice cream.
This is a Warren Zevon song. For those of you who know who Warren Zevon was, I'll bet you never thought you'd hear a Warren Zevon song in shul, much less for Kaddish. For that matter, with a harmonica.
She just started saying what she started, but she didn't do anything. She's not big.
Warren Zevon wrote this song after he received a bad medical diagnosis, which proved to be fatal. Started working on what he knew would be his last album.
So worshipful. You're like yeah, I'll tell you more. This isn't me.
Shadows are falling, and I'm running out of breath.
And then And
keep
then
me in your
once
heart
a year,
for
they
a
just
while.
announce it. So every year they tell
If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less.
and then I give a donation. They
Keep
say
me in
once
your
each
heart
year, so I
for a
just give
while.
donation. Oh, I'll show you what we do.
When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. There's a train leaving nightly calling when all is said and done. Just keep me in your heart for a while. Oh, shy la 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 la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Shy la 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 la. Keep me in your heart for a while.
This is a new one. I don't know this one.
Sometimes when you're doing simple things around the house, maybe you'll think of me and smile. You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Just keep me in your heart for a while. Hold me in your thoughts, take me to your dreams. Touch me as I fall into view. When the winter comes, keep the fires lit, and I will be right next to you. Engine drivers headed up north to Pleasant Street. Now keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep on turning, but they're running out of steam. Just keep me in your heart for a while. Oh, shy la 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 la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Shy la 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 la. Just keep me in your heart for a while.
It's really, it's very pretty.
We have Bruce Chorus again to give the announcements.
Quick show of hands, when he said Warren Zevon, how many of you are thinking, how is he going to work Werewolf London into a Shabbat service? I knew you were going to. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
What? Really?
Oh, I'm so didn't hear. It's okay. I didn't
Renee
hear
was
one
telling
word
Warren
she said.
Zevon's brother was here in Buffalo, and his daughters were part of youth group. How cool is that? There's a Buffalo connection to everything. Absolutely everything. Shabbat Shalom again, everyone, and happy 10th anniversary weekend. Very, very special thank you to our very, very special guest, Noah Budin. It was just so nice. It was everything we were expecting it would be, and then some. This is such a wonderful, as the rabbi said, he calls it an unwritten rule. I call it a tradition. This is, you have become a Shir Shalom tradition, and we look forward to many, many more years.
Everything you expected, and Warren Zevon.
And Warren Zevon too. By the way, that new CD you have coming out, if you want to get us some, we will sell it in our gift shop, because I'm sure that there will be people here who would want to buy it.
Yep.
So get us your works, and we will do that.
We'll be making physical CDs, and also, I don't understand I'm too old to know how to stream or anything like that, but they will be streaming in some way.
Excellent.
Somebody will be doing that.
We missed one golden opportunity, no offense to Adam, but we had the wrong Bider up here with you. We should have had Noah, so it would have been Noah B and Noah B, and we would have had the Noahs. We blew it. Next year.
Wait, who's Noah? You're Noah?
He's Noah
Oh, you're
Bider.
Noah. Oh.
So, anyway, Anyway, so again, thank you so much for being here for this very, very special service. Thank you to our service greeters, Marina and Mark Finkelstein. By the way, Songbird, thank you to our cantor, because we would not have Noah here if it weren't for all the work that she puts into this. And it's a very, very special evening. And thank you for everything that you did to make tonight possible. Thank you to our service greeters, Mark and Marina Finkelstein, who are there to collect your prayer books as you walk out. We want to thank Shauna Markman for helping with our Onik Shabbat tonight. More on that coming up in a minute. Special thank you, of course, to Rabbi Alex Cantor Frank, who did a little bit of work tonight. And, of course, Adam for helping with the technology tonight. I have a bunch of stuff coming up after the service tonight. So first of all, see that man standing out there taking our picture? That's Will. Hi, Will. He's manning the drone. So we are going to have an ice cream sundae bar and a drone picture. We're going to do the drone picture first before we get all covered with hot fudge and all that other stuff. So when the service is over and you drop off your prayer books, he's going to flag us down. We're going to go to the far end of the grass and he'll set us all up there. We'll get a nice drone pic of everyone, and then we'll do the same thing tomorrow night. So I'll look forward to that. By the way, speaking of tomorrow night, let me talk about tonight first. So there's the Sunday bar after the service and after the drone pic. Parents, if you have a kid with you, just keep an eye on your child.
Steve's going to help
that
Mom walk
means you.
because I can do it.
Of course not. Anyway, or if you have someone else, like Julia, keep an eye on Chris,
I've
please.
never seen it
Sunday.
before.
Anyway, so that's coming up. Tomorrow morning, we are virtual for Torah study at 9 a.m., Shabbat morning service and virtual Kiddush luncheon at 11. They're both via Zoom. In honor of our 10th anniversary, you may have noticed some binders out there. Rabbi Alex compiled a sampling of his best sermons from the past 10 years. It's a very thin, no, I'm kidding. The first high holiday one is in there, isn't it? Absolutely. Anyway, so please pick one up on your way out.
They're free?
We would like you to have those. So tomorrow night is the big Shabbat Shebang, the Shir Shalom Shebang Shabbat. And so if you have not yet made a reservation and you still want to try to sneak in, talk to Joanne afterwards. She can probably make some arrangements. But don't just sneak in. Anyway, that is tomorrow night. That begins at 7. It'll go till all hours. Rabbi will be here partying till dawn. We're going to have dinner, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have dancing, we're going to have a DJ. That's 4 Ds. Do we have any other Ds? Drone, and we'll have the drone, 5 Ds. And the drone will be back tomorrow night to make yet another picture of us. So that's going to be a very, very fun evening, and we look forward to seeing as many of you as possible. Pardon me? The drone, yeah, well, we want to, I think we're thinking about 8 for the drone picture. The party starts around 7, and I think we're thinking around 8 before it gets dark and before people are schnockered. Okay. Next Friday, we are back out here under the tent, weather permitting. That will be at 6 o'clock, live out here, and also be about Facebook and YouTube. Thank you to everyone who helped out or supported our Shavettas yesterday. A rare Thursday Shavettas because of the 4th of July holiday, but it was a big success for us. We will be back in the parking lot Tuesday, July 19th. So mark your calendars, be sure to get online beforehand and buy your dinner, save a buck, and guarantee that you're going to get them because we do sell out. We sold out yesterday fairly early. Our item drive for Ukraine is back. Thank you to Sheila Bernard-Tucker. Where's Sheila? There she is, for arranging that. If you have, it's cleaning supplies and other stuff. Talk to Sheila afterward about what you can donate, and please drop it off. We appreciate that. Don't forget the quilt, the beautiful quilt that's been hanging in the sanctuary. Women of Shir Shalom are auctioning that off. That was donated by Master Quilter Judy Stern. Mistress Quilter. Master Quilter? Award-winning quilter. Judy Stern donated the quilt. If we were to sell it black market on the street, we'd get a ton of money for it. We're not. We're auctioning it off here in Temple. Women of Shir Shalom are selling those tickets. Elaine Pellick, talk to her after the service tonight. Or are you going to be here tomorrow night as well? Excellent. So tomorrow night we'll be selling them at the party as well. Another big event coming up after we get through the anniversary dash is the summer celebration. That is on August 1st at Transit Valley Country Club. There's going to be the golf a day. There's going to be a wine and spirits tour. There's a dinner. This is a joint fundraising event with us in Temple Beth Zion. It's always a lot of fun. You can get a ticket for the dinner. You can play golf. You can go on the outing. You can do all of the above. Tom Lansing is here. Chat with him afterward if you'd like to know more information. And sponsorships are still available as well. So again, chat with Tom about that. One more special service coming up. Friday, August 5th, our famous Hawaiian shirt Shabbat. Look in your closet, find the tackiest one you have. For some of us, that won't be hard. And join us for Hawaiian shirt Shabbat under the tent, weather permitting, live music, and some kind of a tropical Onik Shabbat. Joanne has promised there will be no wrong, but we'll come up with something. That and the band. You can have the band, and are you going to have the singers too? Band, singers, Hawaiian shirts. Who could ask for more? Pardon me? 6? Oh my goodness. It's ukulele overload. 6 ukuleles. That sounds like it could have been a Warren Zevon song. 6 ukuleles. Anyway, again, happy anniversary. There will be the Sunday bar after the drone picture. So as soon as the service is over and you turn in your books, let's all head down into the Grove and get lined up for our 10th anniversary drone picture. Shabbat Shalom, happy anniversary. Thank you again for being part of our 10-year-old Shir Shalom family. And thank you again to Noah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a kind of a last, almost last, we still got to do the most. All right. I was driving to Pittsburgh for a gig a few years ago. It's impossible to drive to or in or around Pittsburgh without driving near or next to or over a river. I was thinking about that, and at the same time I had the radio on, and there's this bad flooding all over the country, really, in West Virginia. I think we've just had some real bad flooding in Australia, right now. And this song came to me. I reached out to a friend of mine, Rabbi Joe Black in Denver, who has his new album coming out as well. His album, I'm old. His record is coming out. Or it probably is out. Anyway, here it is. And the river rises, the water grows wide, like the shores of Babylon. We laid down and cried, but the time for crying is over and done. And like that river, we will rise as one. And now rivers they wander and rivers they swell. And old Mother Nature, she can raise a little hell. You can try to contain them with your hands, heart, and soul, but you ain't gonna tell no river how to roll. And the river's rising, and the water grows wide, like the shores of Babylon. We laid down and cried, but the time for crying is over and done. And like that river, we will rise as one.
Yeah.
And now rivers they roar when the water is high, but when the sky is silent, the river runs dry. Just remember that canyon's carved from wind and rain. We'll rise up singing when the storm comes again. And the rivers are rising, the water grows wide. The water grows wide, like the shores of Babylon, like the shores of Babylon. We lay down and cry, we lay down and cry. But the time for crying, the time for crying is over and done. Is over and done, like that river, and like that river, we will rise as one. We will rise as one. But now the children of the desert watched the Nile overflow, and the floodwaters showed them that their crops would grow. Just like a force of nature, we will not be tamed. We will walk right through that water in freedom's name. And the rivers rising, water grows wide, and the water grows wide. Like the shores of Babylon, like the shores of Babylon. We lay down and cry, we lay down and cry. But the time for crying, over and done, is over and done. And like that river, and like that river, you know what we'll do? Oh, we will rise as one. We will rise as one. We will rise as one.
Let's give it up for Noah Boudin.
God won't mind if you apply for this one. One quick thing about the bounce houses. The bounce house, number one, kids, shoes off when you go into the bounce house. Parents, we need to have a parent with their kid when they're in the bounce house. Again, Ruth Ransing, that means you. Parent with parent or grandchild, an adult with the kids, and shoes off in the bounce house.
And weight limit?
All right, we had a very special birthday this week. We have Ruth Wakehoff's birthday, so you get the holla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Happy birthday, Ruth. All right, so we are going to be heading out to the field, to the drum. But if you want to return your prayer books over there to the committee and take out the link for Shabbat Shalom.
As you walk out, I'll just keep playing the song. Sing along. And a lot of us sung a lot of songs, seen me a miracle or two. Never seen a miracle quite like the one that I am about to tell you. But the Lord told Moses, take his people up rocks to the sea of sand. So he led the Hebrew children through the fire and the water to the hallelujah land. Whoa, hallelujah land. Sing. Hallelujah land. I know, sing harmony. Can't hurt. Just sing the harmony. I may not remember all the verses. We're doing them in all the right order. Let's see. Now the children of the Lord were working for Pharaoh, slaving day and night. And the Lord heard cries of pain and suffering and knew with pleasant and right. So the bush was set burning for the Hebrew children yearning for good the Lord had planned. To lead the Hebrew children through the fire and the water to the hallelujah land.
You think so?
Moses was working in the desert that day, singing a song to two. He sat down to rest and he saw the bush, and the bush was not his. And the Lord will lead Moses along and do. He was the man to lead the children of the fire and the water to the land. I heard that you're go to Pharaoh, tell him, let my people go. Moses said, the Lord, how can I do that? Don't you make yourself known? And the Lord said to Moses, have to be encouraged by and die. They will lead you in the fire of the water to the hallelujah land.
Beautiful voice. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Moses took the message to old Pharaoh, took her right to his throne. Pharaoh said, don't bother me, no, just leave me alone. But the sky river blood, and the river turned to blood, and Moses took a stand. He would lead the Hebrew children from the fire and the water to the hallelujah land.
You hitting on my wife? What? You hitting on my wife? Look that way.
People said how, and Moses said now that it was the Lord's hand. And he led the people to the fire, to the hallelujah land.
Used to work at a carnival.
Oh, hallelujah land. Oh,
Did a really good job.
I read a lot of books, sung a lot of songs, seen me a miracle or two. Never seen a miracle quite like the one that I just told you. For the Lord told Moses to take his people across the sea and sang. So he led the Hebrew children to the fire and the water to the hallelujah land. He led the Hebrew children to the fire and the water to the hallelujah land. Oh, hallelujah land. Oh, hallelujah land. Oh, hallelujah land. Oh, hallelujah land. All right. Thank you, Lord. All right. Watch out, bounce house. Here I come.
Yeah, it was suspicious you posted it.